Alright, so now we're going to look at how to apply some materials to the scene. So what we want to do is look at the scene first and think what kind of materials we want. So we'll load them all into the asset editor at the same time. This will make the material process a lot easier and much faster. So I usually use the existing V-Ray materials. So we want to look, the majority of the scene will be white wall. So we'll choose a white wall paint texture. Apply it to the scene. And we can increase the brightness of it a bit. And we're going to have some metal trim around the edges. So we've already got some aluminium brush there. For the wood of these stairs, we're going to create some wood, but we want some white wood, and this does not currently exist. We do have some flooring laminate here we'll use, so we'll add this to the scene. But this material is not quite as bright as we want it to be, so we'll go ahead and play with some settings to make the wood a bit brighter. A simple way to do this is by going to diffuse, going to the color, and then selecting this texture slot. Now we can manipulate the colors of the texture itself. So you want to increase the brightness of it. And you got all these settings here, so you got brightness and contrast. But we just want a white wood color, so we'll get the settings to about there. We can always apply it and then we'll adjust it afterwards. But that looks good for now. There we go, so that's a much brighter white color that we're wanting. Some of the trim materials I've already set on this document. So we just want all the walls to be white. I'll show you how to do the furniture as well, because this is used doing a special feature that's on V-Ray next. So for the majority of the furniture, there's a feature on V-Ray called Chaos Cosmos. This is only available for, I think it's the latest version of V-Ray. So you have V-Ray Chaos Cosmos, and it gives you a library of furniture and people. So if you want to apply your own furniture to it, you just simply download it and then click import, and it'll give you the object already mapped with the materials, so you don't have to, and it saves you a lot of time. Find the layer that we want to apply this to. So we'll select our pathway layer, and we'll go ahead and lock all the surrounding layers. So we can just press Ctrl A, and we'll be able to apply our wood layer. So we'll go apply to selection, and then we'll be able to adjust the parameters. For the sake of this, we're going to go ahead and decrease the exposure value so we can see it a bit better. So as you can see, our material is slightly too reflective, depending on your taste, but we can always go ahead and open this material and turn the reflection down a bit by turning down the coats, and also under the reflection layer. So majorities of the materials will be applied using the material library. There is a previous tutorial on how to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and apply these materials to each thing I want to, and we'll see the end result. We can also use our rendered view here to change the direction of the wood layer material. So as you can see, in this case, the top of this material is facing one way, while the wood on the sides is facing the other way, which is not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and highlight these parts, and we can change the rotation with one of these on the side here. So you can see changing this to 90 now changes the wood facing the other way. And you can see our texture is slightly pixelated. So we want to go ahead and turn the size down to about 1000. And that gives us a much clearer wood material. And we'll do the same thing on top. So that the wood is facing the right direction. So we'll change this one to 90, and there we go, now the wood is facing its true direction. We'll also add a dirt material under here where the tree is coming out of. The tree has been placed using the RhinoArchSchool plugin. This way you can just select the tree and it will import a realistic looking tree. Just add some soil, just apply that to selection, and that looks good how it is. So now I'll go ahead and make the surrounding walls into the white color. Same with the walls on the interior, and then we'll see what the result of that is. Also, these curtain layers, you can use the technique that we looked in the last chapter to create these curtains, or you can simply select the material from the fabric layers here. So you got transparent curtains, or kind of fabric that you can use for the blinds. Alright, so now I've gone ahead and added all the materials in. So I decided to go for the white fine grain wall for the exterior. And then we used the aluminium brushed, which was this material here for the window framing and some of the finer details. And then we used a concrete flooring texture here, which I increased the brightness using the method we looked at before for around the edges. And you can see our white wood texture is showing there. And then we got the V-Ray Chaos Cosmos assets and surroundings. So that's how we do the materials for this scene.